Oh yes. Hi guys, welcome to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Before we start this video, I'd like to give a big shout out to Wheelspin Models. Guys, we wanted this vehicle, we give them a call, and next thing you know, in under 24 hours, this was on my doorstep. So, in this video, if you decide you want one of these, be sure to check out www.wheelspinmodels.co.uk, where you will find this bad boy at the cheapest price in the UK. We're going to check out the best bang for buck crawler on the market today. Brand new from FTX, the Outback Gladius. Guys, this thing, for the money, I've got to say it, from the specs that I've seen, this is, or could be, I've not tested it yet, a TRX4 killer. So, looking at the pictures, etc., the chassis looks very similar to a TRX4. However, this retails, I believe, around £255. I'll put the correct price just over here for you guys. But yeah, it's more or less half the price, probably less than half the price of a TRX4 with this spec. Guys, absolutely excited to get this open. As you guys noticed, recently we have been doing quite a bit of content on crawlers. Now, crawlers was something that we used to play with back in the days. I've dug a few old crawlers out. You've probably seen the videos. We bought ourselves one of the best trail crawlers you can get, which was the Axial SCX6. If you haven't seen that video, be sure to click this link just here and you'll see the video on the SCX6. That thing is an animal. And feel free to flick through the channel. There's plenty more content on crawlers, bashing, petrol RCs, you name it, it's all there. Feel free just to have a browse. But guys, we're here today to do an unboxing video and review on this Gladius. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is get the camera in, show you guys the box art, and go through everything. I'll be completely open and honest. First thing first, I didn't like the look of this truck. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The box itself didn't look fantastic. It looked a bit dull and boring. However, what sold this to me was the specs. And I thought to myself, right, this, it's got to be a TRX4 killer. And if it isn't, for the price, by you spending a couple of £100 or maybe $200 additional on this truck, it definitely will be a TRX4 killer. Guys, without further ado, let's get into the box art and get this thing unboxed. So as I was saying, guys, with the box, it doesn't look overly exciting. Pretty bland. Some people like that, some people don't. I like an RC to jump out at you, but this picture on the actual box is the actual size of the vehicle. So it says just there. It's got some dimensions just there for you guys. You can pause the screen if you wish. And yeah, let me flick over and flick the box around. So over on this side, guys, it's got a fair few pictures of the truck. And you can see, obviously, picture one there refers to a key just here, telling you servos, operated front and rear, differential locks. And then obviously you got picture two showing you the portal axles. And there, picture two, it tells you exactly what the portal, it says portal axles and so forth. So you guys can pause this if you want to and refer back to this key just here. So just really quickly going through some of the specs on here. It's got an e-tronics radio system, Hobby Wings HW1040 40 amp waterproof ESC, e-tronics 20 kilo metal geared waterproof servo with alloy arms, 550 1400 kV brushed motor, 7.2 volt 2000 milliamp nickel hydrate battery. So that's all included, guys, the batteries as well. This is an RTR model. You've got a USB charger. You've also got ball bearings. So it states adjustable C-type steel rail chassis, 6mm steel multi-link suspension for smooth articulation, low mounted CG high torque transmission with steel gears, servo operated 2-speed transmission gearbox, front and rear high clearance locked portal drive axles, front and rear servo operated diff locks, telescopic universal drive shafts with steel joint heads, aluminium oil filled shock absorbers, raised chassis mounted steering servo and panel bar, increased 45-degree steering angle and caster, front CVA universal drive shafts, scale beadlock style wheels, high grip fast track gator tyres, moulded inner chassis, side plates and fenders, aluminium footplate inserts. So that's a specification. It states here the only thing required is 4 AA batteries. So let's get this thing open, guys. I'm just going to break the seals on this and get this open. Be quite interesting to see what this is like, to be fair. Right guys, let's open this. Okay, so got the manual pack just there. I might have to stand up for this bit. Packed well. Guessing that's your charger. Right, I'm just gonna put the box to the side. There we have it, guys. All unboxed. We'll look at this in a second. Let's see what it actually comes with. So I'll pop that to a side for a sec, even though that's what everyone's interested in. But it's nice to see what actually comes with the actual car itself. So this is a complete RTR, ready to run. And it states all you need is 4 AA batteries. So this is the controller that comes with it. It's an e-tronics Pulse. It's not a bad looking controller, to be fair. I'll just show you guys in detail. So the grip part here is actually carbon fiber print. So it's not carbon fiber, but it's made to look like carbon fiber, and it is actually grippy. And that's the top just there. So over on the top, you've got the e-tronics logo just there. You have got a flip cover, and you've got a few switches and buttons and steering trims in there. I'll just quickly read through what's on there. So looking at this, you've got your running modes. So forward, reverse, back, forward, reverse. You've got your battery type. You can flick through LiPo and nickel metal hydrate. Your drag brake setting, you can adjust all that on here. And it's all done with your little switches. You've also got on here red LED, green LED and battery. So it says R LED, G LED, so I'm guessing that's red LED and green LED. And then your battery, and you got your steering trim, throttle trim, and your dual rake on your steering. And these are buttons, which is a bit different. You've got your power on and off switch just there. But yeah, it's quite a nifty looking controller. I like the way it's got the cover on there, so you don't knock anything accidentally. So you got your channel 3 switch just there. And what this is used for on this particular vehicle is you've got your servo control for the channel 3, which will allow you to change your speed, so different gears. So you got your first gear, which is there. if you click it into the middle and you accelerate, the motor will spin, you will hear it, but the vehicle won't move, so it's in neutral. And then you flick it again and it goes into second gear. So you got your two speed settings there. This button here, which I believe is your channel 4, which it is, yeah. So this button on this particular car is used for your diff locks. So obviously you press it once, it locks your diffs, press it again and it unlocks your diffs. So it's quite handy to have that on your controller. So when you're going up steep inclines, etc., it's always nice to be challenging and have your diffs open, and then when you really get stuck, lock your diffs and go straight up, pretty much, rather than having your diffs locked all the time, and it's just a bit easy, isn't it? And also, you're probably aware, if you want to be more agile, you want your diffs open. With locked diffs, you can't turn as agile as open diffs, as you guys probably aware. At the bottom here, 4 AA batteries. This is a bit different on this controller. Normally they pop open backwards. This actually flicks open to the side, which makes a change, something different. I like that. So yeah, so far the controller gets a thumbs up from me. The charger here, it's basically a USB based charger with a Dean's connector on it. I won't be using this, I don't need it. But yeah, for you guys out there that are looking for an RTR car, you don't have batteries, you don't have chargers, etc., this comes with a charger. You can zoom into that if you like, just there. But yep, so manuals. Now manuals is something that a lot of manufacturers skip on. They tend to do everything online now. As you're aware, you can download manuals, etc. But it's sometimes, I think, especially for the old school people that have been in the hobby for a while, it's nice to have a manual to refer to certain things. Right, let's get this open. So it is a colour print, but it's not a glossy front or back. It just looks like paper. The back print and the front print on the manuals is extremely poor. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I'll be completely honest. The camera might not pick it up. But guys, FTX, just looking at your manual, guys, you need to at least vector your logo and your images. Very, very hazy. It looks like someone's just stretched them. Hopefully the manual ain't as bad. Okay, so no, the pictures in the manual look a lot better. So your quick setup guide just there. As you can see, the inside looks better than the outside. But then again, guys, this is a budget vehicle, so just bear that in mind. You've got pages there saying getting to know your car and setting up your transmitter there and there. There, what else have we got? Tells you how to connect your battery, etc., which is straightforward. Charging your battery. It's in multiple languages, so from what I can see here, this is French now. Important part, let's see if it's got the all important part in here, which it has indeed. Fantastic. So exploded parts illustration is what they've called it. So I'll give you an example. So there it shows you an exploded diagram of the chassis itself. So if you want to work on this, or if you break a component, you can refer to this. Each component does have a product code, which is very helpful. And like it should be, if you have a look at the product code, most of the time you'll see a picture in the back there with the product code, allowing you to make sure you're ordering the correct part, etc. They got a bit of paper on the back for notes. I don't know what you'd need that for in this day and age, but hey, it's there, eh? Let's get into this bit. Now, this is the bit we've all been waiting for. I'm quite excited for this. recently we've unboxed a lot of large cars, so unboxing a 1/10 don't feel as big anymore. I must say, as much as I don't like the look of this in pictures, which I'm going to be honest, I didn't. I bought this for the specs and for you guys, to show you guys best bang for buck trailer crawler out there on the market today, and something that is or can be a TRX4 killer. So taking that wrap off, it don't look too bad, to be fair. The colour pops a lot better once you've got it all open. So on the box there, it looks white. It actually isn't. It's more of a primer grey, or a Nardo grey, as Audi would refer to. Yeah, it's actually a nice colour. Just looking at the vehicle firsthand, guys, this looks way better than the pictures. And I've got to be honest, I ain't going to lie to you guys, being completely honest. Them lights and that front end didn't look too great on the photos, but if you look at that front end there, I'm trying to see if you guys can see that. It's so detailed and it looks way better in person. Even down to the arches, the arch extenders on the fenders, etc. for you Americans. Yeah, it looks fantastic. I can't complain there. Another thing I wanted to check out was the tyres. These tyres remind me of the Hyraxes that you may have seen on a couple of other crawlers of ours. And first instance, they are sticky, but in terms of compound, they are harder. So they feel very grippy and very sticky, but they are harder. Now, I don't know whether that's the foams. It probably is the foams. They feel a lot tougher, not as soft and dense as some of the other cars that we've got, or like the Hyraxes, should I say. But the print looks like the Hyrax print. Just, I don't know if you can pick it up. So top of the shell. The bed looks really nice, the way they've coloured it in black. I like the look of that. And underneath, you will notice the portal axles. That was another thing that gave it away for me. This price range, you can hardly get cars with portal axles, and you guys know how expensive portal axles and axle upgrades can be. So looking underneath the vehicle, guys, you can see your link bars going across. Once again, you're probably looking at this, and if you've seen the TRX4, you're probably going to say that's the same chassis. It's very similar, very similar. Suspension, it's not got much travel, but it's got enough. May give the suspension an upgrade. I don't know yet. Like I said, we've got to test this first. But yeah, it's not a lot of travel on that. Articulation. Oh, hell yeah. Now I understand why. So you don't really need all that travel there, because the way the links are set up, this thing articulates. So yeah, all three tyres are on the ground, and that wheel is quite high. Let's check the back out. So once again, all three wheels are on the ground, and that's up there. So this looks like it should articulate really well. Happy days. Right, take off these clips. Okay, so taking the body off, you do have your lights connected just there. I'll quickly go through the body shell underneath. So the shell, it is backed in silver. It's basically a polycarbonate Lexan shell, backed in silver. You have got light buckets just there at the front. Unfortunately, no lights on the back, just on the front. Turn this around really this way, as I showed you guys earlier. Over on the rear, it's just got stickers, no actual working lights. So that's that. Now, looking into this, like I said, reminds you of a TRX4. Let me know your thoughts, comment below, guys. Could this be the alternative for guys out there that don't want to spend £550, £600, and for your Americans, $750, $700 for TRX4? This is fraction of the cost at £255 odd. And guys, like I said, there's plenty of money there in that budget for a price of a TRX4 to make improvements on this. So argument's sake, you wanted to put new suspension on it, you wanted to put new tires on it, you want to put some weights on your wheels and get some alloy wheels or brass wheels to get some weight down. You want to put a new motor in, a new ESC, and obviously you might want to get a LiPo battery. There's enough money there for you to get this thing into a beast, and better than a TRX4 for the price of a TRX4. And you might not even need to spend that much. So, like I said, that's what made me go for it. I am going to now bring the camera in and I'll go through all the bits and bobs and show you details of all the components that you get on here as an RTR. So here, guys, you have your two micro servos. These will control your diff locks, your 17-turn 550 high torque brushed motor. You got your 40 amp Hobby Wings ESC up front there. This is splash proof, but it ain't 100% waterproof, just to let you guys know. There will be upgrades coming for this. Regardless, I'll probably turn around and put a brushless motor on there, upgrade the ESC, or maybe get a 2-in-1. It will definitely be coming on a LiPo battery. This particular one, obviously as an RTR, comes on a nickel metal hydrate battery, 7.2 volts, which you can see there. You've got some nice splash guards on here already. And let's flip it around. So looking at it on this angle, you've got another servo just there, and that controls your gearbox for high and low speed. So obviously first gear and second gear. One thing I would like to say is out the box, they've got this so flat. If you look at them links, so when I say links, I mean the chrome link bars. Look how flat they lay. And that's how it should be, to give you the best center of gravity. Adjustable coilover is just there. So oil filled dampeners. And I'll show you over the back. There's over the back there. So this is just the rear, showing you guys the portal axles. And this obviously benefits you guys have probably seen our video with the rift and the diff kept hitting the rocks, etc. So that's going to need some portals at some point. And this is the front, guys. So you've got a nice solid bumper there. You could probably put a winch on that if you wanted. Some anchor points. Looking down here once again, your portals. Your diff. Really nice. It actually feels quite good as well. You have got your receiver just here. So that bit's different from a TRX4. TRX4's got it in a box. That's not in a box. So I might have to change that. As you guys know, we like to take these underwater. So upgrades are needed. So your battery tray, guys, is just here. You remove that clip, nice and easy. This comes off. It's completely rotatable, making life a bit easier. And you've got your battery sitting just there. In there, you've got a smaller recess. So if you want to put some smaller batteries, with lower center gravity you can do, or your large batteries at the top. The battery that comes with the vehicle is this nickel metal hydrate 7.2 volt battery, 2000 milliamp. It is on a Dean's connector, but it's got a converter to a Tamiya. Simple reason being, the speed controller uses the Tamiya plug. So guys, let's have a quick test and see what it's like. I've connected the battery up. The only downside to this is the switch is inside, so it's not like some of them where you can just put your fingers in and turn it on. You've got to take the shell off. So I'll put the controller on. It's all running. Let's pop this shell on. I'm not going to bother putting the clips in for this bit. So it's just showing you guys. So there, it's the front headlights. Not too bad, not the greatest, but they're okay. Like I said, it's got open diffs at the minute. So if I, on the controller, press that button, they're locked. So that's lock diffs, that's open diffs. A lot freer. Gearing, so that's first. It's not mega slow, to be fair. I would have expected it to be slightly more slower. That's the slowest I can probably get it. That's full whack. This is what I was meant by neutral. So it's neutral. This is second gear. A lot quicker. So this is on open diffs. I'll just put it into lock diff mode, and we're going to give it a quick test. Let's try and run it up this tyre, which is off one of these beasts. But yeah, it just gives you an idea. So let's see how it gets on, even if it does it. Oh yes, climb that really easily. I think that wheel, oh, the wheel's still down. Articulates really well, but it's very quick. I'd like that to be slowed down a bit more, to be fair. Going backwards, yeah, not bad. Let's try it at a different angle so you guys get to see it a little better. So I'll go from this angle, guys. I'll try and go as slow as I can so you can hear the ESC. And that's about as slow as I'm going to get. Plenty of torque. Plenty of torque. It pulls its way up really quickly. I'd like that to be slowed down a bit more. Other than that, this is the honest truth. Other than that, yeah, I'm happy with that. And I'm happy with the way it articulates. Like I said, I will probably do an upgrade on this and upgrade the motor and ESC. That's something I just want to do. And I might do something with the receiver box to make it waterproof, completely waterproof. Because you guys know, if you've seen Axle Rift video and our Arrma Sherpa video, we've taken both of them underwater, completely submerged. So something we might try with this, eh? So there you have it, guys. Our brand new FTX OUTBACK Gladius. Absolutely happy with this. I'm not going to lie. There's a couple of bits like you've seen. The motor isn't quite sensitive enough. However, what do you expect for £255? Like I said, this thing's a bargain. It articulates well. It's got plenty of torque out of the box. It's an RTR vehicle. Comes with absolutely everything you need apart from the 4 AA batteries. Now, guys, if you want to pick this vehicle up, you check out Wheelspin Models. This was brought from Wheelspin Models. I called the guys up there and said, guys, I want the best bang for buck crawley / trail vehicle that you can get. And this was it, guys. So if you want to know where to get it from, the link's in the description. Feel free to check them out. The website's www.wheelspinmodels.co.uk. They've got a huge range. And if you want to check out their store, guys, there's a video on our channel where we've gone into their store and we've basically had a full tour of their store, their warehouse, etc. Check it out. Have a look. And like I said, you know where to get it from. Guys, if you love our content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button. Because guys, we're releasing content all the time and I'm sure you guys don't want to miss the running video on this one. Yeah, that'll be interesting. And also I was going to say, guys, 80% of you out there that watch the channel have not subscribed. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is press that subscribe button, guys. It helps the channel out massively. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.